Good evening, good evening, good evening. Coming to you from Arkansas Children's Hospital. I'm in the waiting area of the surgery department. Luckily, I'm the only one in here, so hopefully that means our kiddo is the only kiddo that's having to have emergency surgery, which is a good thing that nobody else is having to go through this. Allie and Shondell went to go get something to eat, so I got left up here. That's okay. They left me with their snacks. I ate their Hershey's bar. I had to teach them. So, Bub is having surgery. They're going to go in and rebuild the eye. A lot of technical words. The ophthalmologist was talking to him whenever I came through the door into his emergency room, and they were getting him ready for surgery. Then he's doped up. He's kind of out of it. They got fentanyl and all kinds of stuff in him, and the actual medical use of fentanyl. And because he was hurting pretty bad. Just think about having something in your eye. I mean, and then add in tears, and he's actually got a couple broke bones and stuff. They're not worried about the broke bones, just the eye, and then the tears in the cheek, which they're going to take care of during the surgery also. They said the bones will take care of themselves, no big deal. But they're trying to rebuild the eye. Lots of pressure in the eye right now, and they're going to try to relieve some of the pressure. And everything's still attached. We thought maybe his retina or whatever was detached or whatever, but it's not. His eyes messed up, and so not sure exactly what's going to happen. They're going to rebuild his eye, and they're not sure on his vision what's going to happen for now. So hopefully he gets, hopefully I pray he gets all of his vision back, because his vision's already a little bit messed up. We just got his new glasses yesterday, and he was kind of excited about it, to tell you the truth. He wore them all day yesterday. Didn't have to get on to him or nothing. He was wearing them this morning, and he was not wearing them whenever he had the accident. He was riding the four-wheeler like 11-year-old does. Did have on a helmet, like he's supposed to. If he's going to ride the four-wheeler, he has to wear a helmet at our house. It was just a freak deal. He was passing by the mower as I was mowing. I was going this way, and he was going this way, and it just shot right out, a piece of wood, jagged piece of wood. And I got him, and he had a motocross helmet on, and it hit just perfect. I mean, just perfect. The only way it would have been able to do that was to be perfect, and that's what happened. So he's a hurting little boy, and so he's a tough little sucker, though. He's a tough little sucker, and he's going to come out of this one way or another. He's going to be okay, and we're going to get through this, and everything's going to be okay. So keep on praying. They said the surgery shouldn't take very long. We went down to the cafeteria. The cafeteria is open till 11. I got some terrible coffee. I don't know what brand it is, but got some terrible coffee. Tastes terrible, and it was like $4 or something for this. I already spilled it on me because the lid came off. So just pray for him, because poor little guy, he was kind of excited. I think he was kind of excited about his glasses. He could actually see when he put them on yesterday. He goes, wow. And he was mad. He was disappointed that, I was actually taking him to get his glasses. And you could tell he was not happy about having to wear glasses. And when he put those on yesterday in the Health and Wellness Center, Stigler, he goes, wow. And he's looking around. I was like, the kid can actually see good now. And this happens. So I just hope he can get quite a bit of vision back. There is a chance he might not have any vision. We don't know yet. They're going to have to wait and see. It's a waiting game. We'll have to do a follow-up and this and that. But he's okay. I mean, it's not life-threatening or anything like that. This is just vision. That's all it is. And we'll see what happens. So we've talked to the doctors. They're all very nice. They're all doing a great job, and we'll see what happens. So I'm tired. It was a long trip up here, 3 hours. I've made this trip several times back whenever I was contracting with the state with Sooner Ride. I used to come up here quite a bit. In my early years with Sooner Ride, I used to come up here quite a bit. And things have changed quite a bit at this hospital. It's not laid out the same way it used to be. But it was a long trip up here. It really was. I was wanting to get up here fairly quick. And I was worried about him. So I was worried about Shondale and him on the flight over here. For on YouTube, I've been watching all these stupid aviation videos about plane crashes and helicopter crashes, and what's the Pilot Debunked or whatever it is one of them, and then Captain Steve, where he talks about plane crashes and what all the pilot did wrong and this and that. I was sitting here thinking, bad timing, because I'm just thinking, I wonder if the pilot's name today was Kenny Rogers, really nice guy, the chopper pilot. And I was thinking, I hope he ain't been on any of those episodes, which apparently he's alive, so apparently he hadn't been. So I was just hoping, let's don't make it. Oh, Seattle's best is the coffee. So everything turned out good though. They made it. I checked it one time, just over an hour. At one time, they was going 168 miles an hour, something like that in that chopper, and I was like, good grief. So, but Allie made it up here. She got here a little over an hour before I did. Everything went okay with her drive up here. I was worried about her too. She's 16. It was a long drive up here. So my drive went fine. So they're talking about maybe getting to come home tomorrow evening if everything goes okay. So hopefully so. Church. I won't be there in the morning. Brother David is there at the church. He will be filling the pulpit tomorrow. And, it's not like he never did that at that church. He was only there 12 years before me. So we are blessed to have Brother David still there. And, he's going to bring a good message tomorrow. I'm going to try. Hopefully I get to show up before for the evening worship service tomorrow evening. I'd love to be there. I do have a message ready. I was thinking about it this morning whenever I was over there at the church helping clean up and doing our yearly church maintenance day, cleaning day, and I was putting together a message while I'm going around weed eating and stuff, and hopefully I get to bring it tomorrow evening. If not, I'll get it next weekend. I feel kind of bad because due to work at the sheriff's office, we had a major deal pop up, and I ended up having to miss Wednesday night. And this, I don't miss very often at all. I have not missed since our last Hillbilly Road Trip 2025, which was Thanksgiving week. And so that's the last time I missed, and that was scheduled. But I do not like missing. So Brother David will be bringing the good message. Reverend David Bigger will be bringing the message tomorrow morning and possibly tomorrow evening. So still go see him. Stigler First Free Will Baptist. Turn north there at Chuck's Pawn Shop there in Stigler off of Main Street. Can't miss it. I would love to see a lot of visitors go there. Most important thing, pray for Jacob. Pray for his left eye. His left eye. Pray for complete healing. I believe in the power of prayer. I know the Lord can heal this. And if we can't get a complete healing, complete vision restoration, let's get as much as we can, because poor little guy's already, got some vision problems. And then this, he was so tickled yesterday. I asked him, I said, are you actually seeing stuff good now? And he was like, yeah, I can actually see real good now, Dad. So he was so tickled. And then this, there's a lot of pain associated with this, and that's why they're giving him the fentanyl. And let's just pray. Pray for healing. Pray for his eye. Specifically, pray for his left eye for healing. If not, comfort and understanding. Because this is going to be one of those deals that it's going to be hard to understand for an 11-year-old. All right, so I'm going to get off here, y'all. Wish us the best. Pray for us. Pray. That's the most powerful thing you can do for us. I appreciate everybody calling. I've been having so many. I've had Brother Mark. I know he's pastor over at Cass. He tried calling. I was on the phone to somebody else, and I forgot to call you back, brother. Trust me, I was not. And plus, I was coming into. I was in Little Rock, and I'm not real familiar with Little Rock. It's been quite a while since I've been here. So, extreme close-up. So I was not ignoring your phone call. I just couldn't take it right then, and I forgot to call you back since I got into the hospital. Hunter, I didn't ignore your phone call either. I was getting a message. Somebody asked me questions. But there's a lot of phone calls and stuff. I appreciate all of them. I haven't been able to answer all of them. Some of it I've been talking and getting updates and stuff, and I didn't want to interrupt and stuff. So pay attention to Facebook. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to Shondell's Facebook. She's getting more updates than I am. She understands this stuff since she's in the medical business. She understands all this stuff. I'm like, he's got a what? Like the ophthalmologist. I mean, I know what it is just because Shondell has an ophthalmologist. That's a Miranda, her cousin, is an ophthalmologist, so I know what that is. The doctor specializes in eye surgeries. I know what that is. So Shondell is the good one to be getting updates from. So I don't know where we're staying at tonight. I don't even know what time it is. Let me put this down so I don't spill it all over me again. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. I don't even know where we're staying tonight. Getting kind of tired, but waiting on the board to get out, and then we'll go from there, I guess. If I was to bet, once they get him a room here, most likely Shondell's probably going to want to stay with him in the room. I don't know what me and Turk are going to do. I think they got a Ronald McDonald house here. Where I'm good with that. Just a place to lay down until in the morning. We can get a motel if we have to, hotel, and go from there. So wish us the best. Give us some prayers. Send them prayers up. Pray for his left eye specifically. Pray for his left eye. Pray for us also, because I feel bad about this. I've never, I've got, a lot of people don't realize this, but I've got 3 other kids. They're all grown now. The oldest one's 30, and then I got a 28-year-old and 23-year-old. I've never had anything like this happen to where, they got hurt from something I was doing, I know this is a freak deal, but it makes, as a dad, it makes you feel bad. What could I have done different? I should have told him, hey, stay away from the mower or something like that, even on the 4-wheeler. He was just passing by, and it got him, It's make me think, I should have told him to quit doing that, I even thought to myself, he was supposed to be mowing, and I was mowing instead. I was like, he should have been mowing, that's what he does around the house, but I was trying to help, And I was sitting there thinking, if I wouldn't have went straight home and fixed that deck wheel, the anti-scalping wheel, maybe this wouldn't have happened if I would have just waited. Because I was tired, because we did mowing and weeding and everything at the church this morning. And I thought, I just want to get it going and do as much as I can and then turn it over to him. And I was telling myself just a little bit more. I was wanting to get one section done of the yard, and then I was going to give it up. And I mean, I was within 5 minutes of me being done mowing, and then I was going to give it to him. And this happened, so I feel kind of bad about it, which I guess is normal. Anytime something like this happens and it involves our kids, we kind of blame ourselves, but nobody's to blame on this. I understand that, but I still feel terrible about it. I feel like I should have told him, hey, don't be falling on the mower, stay away from it, because our mower is a big 60-inch commercial Gravely zero turn. It's the Jeremy French special. If lawnmowers around Haskell County, Jeremy French, this is one of the ones he had. It was his personal mower back when he was mowing big time. And I bought it from him years ago because he was going to retire, and he never did that. But, it's a big, powerful machine. I mean, it's a mowing machine. No pun intended. And, I just got those blades fixed and that one blade replaced, and I didn't know it, but the blades spin at 200 miles an hour is what the mechanic told me. I thought it'd be faster, but 200 miles an hour is what they're spinning. And then to shoot something out like that, I guess it's coming out at 200 miles an hour, so, and to hit your kiddo's face like that, well, that's tough, so, even whenever he was wearing a helmet, I still got him, so, I'm gonna get off here. I'm tired, folks. I'm gonna finish my coffee. It's terrible. What is it again? Seriously, Smooth Sips, Seattle's best. If this is Seattle's best, I'd hate to have Seattle's worst. Good Lord. This ain't very good at all. Here, let me try. I don't understand Seattle coffee stuff. Northwest coffee. I need to get somebody named Jim Bob to come up with them, some Billy Bobs, some Bubba's, and come up with some coffee for them. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for sitting through. If you went 17 minutes and 20 seconds into this video, thank you very much. It means a lot. It means a lot. Hang with us. Pray for us. Pray for my kiddo. Pray for our kiddo. Pray for Allie. I think Allie took it pretty tough. Old Turk. She wouldn't wait for me to get back to the house to change and take a shower and all that stuff. She insisted on leaving then, and she drove over here by herself. I'm an hour behind her, but as I told her, I said, I got to come home and change and, take a shower and change and this and that, put on some fresh clothes. I was stinking. And she didn't want to do it, so she's been right here. So, they fight like cats and dogs. Good God, they fight like cats and dogs. But she loves him. She loves him. So, she's her big sister, and that's her little brother, even though they're really not brother and sister. But we raise them like they are. So, and I have heard from his real brothers and sisters. So, my kids have called and checked. So, and I appreciate that. All right, I'm getting off. I'm tired, y'all. God bless. And pray for the eye. Talk to y'all later. Have a great evening.